Assalamualaikum everyone, this is me Said Khan, Said Education Wala, the student of Rehan College, and today I am going to discuss a new topic with Maya, and the topic is how to stay motivated during tough times. So I am want to discuss this topic with Maya, and I want to ask a lot of questions about this topic because this is an important topic. So let's start and let's comes to towards Maya and ask a question. So hello Maya, how are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm so ready to dive into this. Staying
Okay,
motivated when things get tough is something
okay
we could
Maya.
all use a bit of.
Today I would like to discuss how to stay motivated during tough times. Are you ready for the topic?
I am so ready. It's one of
Okay,
those
if you're
topics
ready,
that actually matter.
okay, if you are ready, then first of all, what does it mean to stay motivated during tough times? Because when someone hears some topic and there is a lot of terminology is used, so first of all, I want to clear these terminologies to the viewers. So, so first of all, what does it mean to stay motivated during tough times?
That's a fair point. Let's clear the air first. Basically, staying motivated during tough times means finding a way to keep moving toward your goals, even when your emotions are telling you to stop. It's not about being happy or pretending everything is fine. It's more about having the mental resilience to take the next small step, even when you're exhausted, stressed, or feeling defeated. It's the difference between being stopped by a storm and just learning how to walk through the rain.
Okay, so why people lose motivation when life becomes difficult?
It usually happens because the struggle starts to outweigh the reward in our minds. When things get hard, your brain starts focusing more on the pain of the effort than the value of the goal. It's like a mental survival mechanism. Your mind tries to protect you from more stress by telling you it's not worth it. Plus, when we're stressed, we lose that big picture perspective and get trapped in the immediate struggle. Do you think it's more about the exhaustion or the feeling that the goal is just getting too far away?
Okay, so next question, is it normal to feel unmotivated sometimes?
Absolutely. It's not just normal, it's human. Nobody can stay at 100% intensity all the time. If you tried to, you'd just burn out. Those dips in motivation are usually your brain's way of telling you that you need a break, a change in perspective, or just some actual rest. The goal isn't to never feel unmotivated, but to figure out how to handle those moments without letting them derail you completely.
Okay, so the next question that I'm going to ask from you is that what is the first step to staying motivated during difficult times?
The first step is to stop fighting the feeling. A lot of people waste their energy feeling guilty or frustrated because they aren't motivated enough, which just adds more stress to the pile. Instead, just acknowledge it. Tell yourself,
Overthinking.
yeah, this exactly, forward thinking. Once you acknowledge that it's a tough moment, you can shift from judging yourself to actually problem solving. Instead of asking, why am I not motivated?
Comparing himself to another.
And that's one of the biggest traps there is. Comparing your internal struggle to someone else's highlight reel is a recipe for feeling defeated. You see their wins, but you don't see the messy, unmotivated days they had to push through to get there. It turns a personal journey into a competition you can't actually win. Do you think that pressure to keep up with others makes the tough times feel even heavier?
So how important is having a clear goal?
It's everything. A clear goal is like a lighthouse in a storm. When things get chaotic and you're feeling drained, your emotions are gonna try and convince you to quit. But if you have a goal that actually means something to you, it gives you a reason to keep walking even when you can't see the shore. Without that why, you're just grinding for the sake of
Okay,
grinding.
can a
And
positive
that's how
mindset really make a difference?
it absolutely can. But only if it's the right kind of positivity. If it's just pretending everything is fine, it's actually a trap. But a realistic positive mindset is different. It's not saying everything will be perfect. It's saying this is really hard right now, but I have the tools to handle it. It shifts you from feeling like a victim of your
Okay,
circumstances
how
to,
can small goals help us?
hmm, small goals are a lifesaver because they stop you from feeling overwhelmed. When you're in a tough spot, a giant goal can feel like a wall you can't possibly climb. But when you break it down into tiny, manageable pieces, you're just focusing on the next few inches. Every time you tick one of those small things off your list, your brain gets a little hit of dopamine,
Okay, so
which
what should
proves to you
someone do after experiencing failure?
exactly. It builds that momentum, turns a scary, impossible mountain into a series of small steps. Once you prove to yourself that you can handle the next 10 minutes, the next hour doesn't seem so daunting. Do you find that breaking things down helps you, or do you still feel the weight of the whole project?
Okay, so the next question that I'm going to ask from you is that how does self-discipline help during tough times?
Self discipline is basically your backup generator for when motivation fails. Motivation is that feeling of excitement that gets you started, but as we've talked about, it's fickle. It disappears the moment you're tired or stressed. Discipline is what takes over when the feeling is gone. It's the ability to say, I don't feel like doing this, but I'm doing it anyway because it's what I committed to. During tough times, discipline is the only thing that keeps you consistent when your emotions are trying to pull you in 1,000 different directions. Do you think discipline is something you're born with, or is it a muscle you have to build?
Okay, so the next question, what role do family and friends play in stay motivated?
They're basically your emotional support system. When you're in the thick of it, it's really easy to get stuck in your own head and convince yourself that you're failing or that things won't get better. Having people who actually believe in you can act as a mirror, reminding you of your strengths when you've completely forgotten them. Just knowing you aren't fighting the battle alone makes the burden feel a lot lighter. Do you have a specific person in your life who's usually the one to pull you out of a slump?
Okay, Maya, so this is great. And what is the biggest mistake people make during tough times?
I think the biggest mistake is trying to do everything alone.
Mhm.
There's this idea that strength means carrying the whole weight by yourself, but that's actually just a fast track to burnout. When people isolate themselves during a struggle, they lose the perspective and support that could actually help them get through it. They turn their struggle into a secret, which only makes it feel heavier and more shameful.
Okay,
Do
so
you think
Maya,
people feel like, go for it?
okay, so
I'm ready
Maya,
for whatever.
I am going to ask the final question from you, and after that, we will go to the end. So the final question is that what is the most important lesson about staying motivated during tough times?
The most important lesson is that resilience isn't about never falling. It's about how you handle the fall. It's realizing that the struggle itself is where the growth happens. The most powerful version of you isn't the one who had it easy, but the one who kept moving even when it felt impossible. The real victory is just refusing to give up on yourself. Does
Okay,
that feel
Maya,
like a
thank
good
you.
note to end on?
Okay, Maya, thank you for this inspiring discussion, and thank you all of you for seeing this video. And I have, at last, I have one request that you like this video, share this video, and must share your opinion in the comment section. And if God willing, we will meet again in the next conversation with a new topic. Thank you so much, all of you.